Hello friends, very good morning. Welcome back to this live session. Myself Bala here, and I'm welcome you all to my YouTube channel, Talent Traders. And if anyone who are new to my channel, kindly subscribe the channel. And very good morning to all those who are joining on this live session. And this live session, we are going to discuss about our Google Sheet scanner. Yeah, thank you for update. So voice and video clear. So again, Nifty is going to start with 60 points gap lower. So yesterday also initially it started with negative gap down and finally it breaks the low, and it is such a good move in downside, almost 80 points. And today it's going to start with negative around 60 points. Based on our Google Sheet scanner, about 2000 CE October 4th buying 20,000 CE October. I'm not checking for a Nifty, so you can check a daily time frame. So if you want to plan for a holding basis, and we are not going to, it's a big down. Okay, so until unless if you don't get any reversal pattern, don't go for it. So if you find any reversal pattern, then you can go for. So maybe the continuation in the downtrend should be where to end, we don't know. Okay, so we need to wait for this until the market moves down. Okay. So always we have to find out a trend reversal by either a candlesticks pattern or even any other indicators. So once the pattern is confirmed, then you can go for an opportunity. So meanwhile, don't go for a falling market. So don't try for a call option. Okay, so this is what our sheet, and this is for an intraday. Only you can check for those stocks. This is not active or not liquid. So these are all the stocks. Why it is showing you 100% at this opening itself? So that is the reason it was not a trading and it doesn't have active. Okay, so such a stock simply ignored it. We will notice that. So OF versus IEX and a weekly positional, we have some put side this week, and some power grid and Concor which triggers, and the NTPC also yesterday trigger and it moved. And one more thing, M&M. So it was in lower level right now. So yesterday again reaching to the 60, and again it returned back to 47. Overall market is negative side. So you can look for a put options to give you any opportunity in weekly. So in monthly, we don't get only one PFC. That put option got triggered and it is going well. And PA Industries, PVR. So only quality and liquid stock you should focus. Okay, so in intraday, so yesterday as we discussed, immediately after market open within the first 5 minutes, don't go for. Okay, so if you wish, you can also plan for that also. So after market open, so first 5 minutes you should wait, and if the risk is small, you can plan for first 5 minutes trading also. But I'm just ignoring that because you can use any different point of way. So what do you think? So this is looks like a scanner which you can plan based on the concept which you have developed the scanner. And these are all the stocks which showing you 100% is not an active. Okay, so it is showing you 60% negative. So as of now, this daily chart is not updated here. So after market open, it will update. So here you can see there is a gap down, again down in Banknifty, almost 300 points. So Nifty is somewhere around 70 points down from previous close. Okay, so if the 70 points down, so it is almost a gap lower compared to the previous day. So I think in 2 days market is flat. And look at this Indian hotel, maybe a huge gap down. Okay, 420, Apollo tire. So these are all by the opening itself. Like I'm showing you. So what is the Zydus Life is in positive. Okay, so Apollo tire, where it is Indian hotel, it's not there. Okay, HCL Technologies, it should be the top, and Apollo tire. So in the hotel, and it is not a very flat, maybe it is not showing you right. And Apollo tire, it is on the top list at 9:30. Apollo tire. So maybe the stock which opened gap lower, that may be the reason. But even though the stock is opened a gap lower in daily time frame compared to the previous day close, it started with the gap lower and it is started increasing. But this is what the price where it is by the open itself it's set it. Okay, and you can see, look at this Zydus Life in a call side and UPL United Phosphorus Limited, UPL. Okay, so these two. So at least to wait for the first 5 minutes to find the top stocks. If you want to take a 5 minutes time frame, if you want to position it again, HDFC Bank will be there and Persistence and Indian Hotel. So you can see 420 put option on Indian Hotel and GoForce, MFSL, Apollo Tire and HCL Technology. So these are all the top thing in the market. But overall market is now 70 points down. So we are waiting for which side the market is going. So almost 80 points. So I think there is a 2 days consecutive down. So restart the start. I think it's still not updated. Look at this in a weekly time frame. Nifty forming a bearish engulfing or inside out down. Okay, so wait for a weekly time frame. This is the end of this week. So you will be getting the confirmation about the trend reversal pattern. This is a trend reversal pattern, you know that. So inside out or a bearish engulfing, something kind of candle which forms here, and that may be a further weekly basis also we can expect a downside. Okay, because market is an highest level, so mostly the people will try to book our profits. And MCX also join in this list. IEX, okay, maybe. And Zydus Life, Dr. Reddy. In call side, if you are looking at the put side, lot of stock, HCL, Apollo, still Apollo Tire and SCL, which is on the top level only. So maybe if you want to quick scalping, you can focus, but it is purely on your own risk. Look at this Indo Hotel also 420. So let me go for Indo Hotel. But we need to exit with very quick. So yesterday that we discussed, you look at this, the first candle itself is showing you the 25 is the high. So that's why the stock will be there in the list. You look at this, it is started with 25. So gap higher, huge gap, and now it is on the lower level. So better to avoid this and look for Ultratech Cement and Apollo Tire. Apollo Tire, the strike price which you are looking for is around 380 put option, right? And you can see 12.75. This is what a first 5 minutes can do. Okay, so maybe if it is crossed above that high and 13 and the stop loss may be around 9. So 4 rupees stop loss and the lot size is around 1,700. So you just look for yesterday that we discussed on our video. Okay, so if you wish, but as per my strategy in Bajaj Auto 5200 put, maybe let me go for Bajaj Auto 5200 put option. You look at this, it was a great move from 73 to 96 the first 5 minutes. So quick scalping only I'm just looking for. If you want that kind of thing which we have discussed yesterday, an Indian hotel is 12 rupees right now, in Bajaj Auto 95, and even VDL will be there, and Apollo Tire 13.25, HCL Tech 23. And from this list, you need to check the quality and liquidity about the particular strike price. Okay, so overall market is down, so we should wait. But better is about weekly position and monthly position. That always better for intraday and position trading. So look for a Manappuram 5.5. So maybe not liquid, and Hindalco will be there here. But one more important thing. So we are on last day, right? So only 1 day is for that positional holding. So better if you plan for any opportunity in weekly also, you can use for intraday basis only. So not to carry. Okay, so only 1 day holding period is there, and tomorrow only. And after that, the next week is a physical delivery week. So you need to pay higher margin for the stock which you are going to buy any options in stocks. Okay, and also you need to pay a higher margin, and liquidity also will be low on the next week because the retail participant will not be there, and that is the reason. So better our positional trade will be winding from tomorrow. So if you are holding, so you can hold up to tomorrow or even next week also. But if you are holding for a next week, you have to pay higher the margin for holding an options, either a put or call. So this is what our weekly sheet, and we got it. And intraday sheet you will be looking for, this is the SL take also suddenly moving from 23 to 27, and MCX you can see 1720, whether it is liquid or not. First we need to check MCX. So right, I'm going to open MCX, the call option, but overall market is down, but it is showing you the call side. Maybe it's a stock specific. In 720, 71, 76. There is a 5 rupees gap for the buyer and seller. Okay, so where we can buy. So it is not a liquid one. And the volume is around 6,400. It's not a liquid. So we can simply ignore it. And Dr. Reddy call side is 5,600. So 142 to 144. But our entry point is around 118. But it is greater than our entry point. So we should simply ignore that one. Okay. So in a put side, you can look for Apollo tire, suddenly jumps. So you just look for this one. This is not broken that high. So Apollo tire. Fix 380 put. So maybe a quick. So now it is moving higher. So like if you want to take such a kind of big risk and quick scalping, then you can plan. Or else you should simply ignore such a kind of trade, wait for a 930 after to break. But still the market is moving lower, almost 95 points. The future is started with 134 points down from previous close, the Nifty future. Bank Nifty is almost 300 points, and I think today is the Nifty expiry. And so you can see the recovery also be possible, and expiry days initially it started with negative. Within the 2 days, almost 400 points gone from Nifty. Now it is trading around 19,830. Good morning. Good morning, trading. No ops. Thanks for joining here. And this is the reason I'm telling you, you can look at for a SCL take a 1290 put. So that one also, which initially in the first 5 minutes high is broken from 24 to 31. Maybe a quick and a Bajaj Auto, maybe about to the high of 97. We can look, and this is the top. So if you want, you can. And the VEDL, LTI Mindtree is now 100, 5450. If we check LT 5450, whether it is liquid. So I think there is a gap between buyers and sellers. It's almost 6 rupees. Simply ignore this one. And MFSL will be there. And Apollo tire still is moving. So you can plan any opportunity in the top stocks like SBI Life 1350. Look for this. This is also moving. So if you want to grab that opportunity, you just plan at IST level, and immediately you just focus for a small scalping and a quick intraday. So if you want, use for the first 15 minutes. That is what the question which some people were asking. That's why I'm talking about the scenarios. But normally after 9:30 only, we are just focusing at trade opportunities, and that should be a fresh breakout. Okay, so almost this much of stock. So for example, TCS will be there in the list, and LNT also will be there in the list, and Tata Power and Idea which is not going to focus Escorts, Eicher Motor. So we will find an opportunity. Again, Maruti, yesterday also Maruti works, and today Maruti, I think our monthly positional that gives you 130 points, and then it returned back to 324. Now it is not traded, but last traded price is around 324. Still it is on the same price. This time 10,300 put option Maruti. Yesterday 10,500, right? 10,500. Yesterday we are talking about. So this one yesterday, and now if you want, you can try this also for a quick scalping. It's about yesterday's strike price, which you are focusing for an intraday. So that high is around 220. If you want, you can use for edging purpose also. And today's strike price is Maruti 10300. Yeah, so 9,900 rupees, maybe that 5 minutes opportunity, but it is already triggered our entry point. Maybe if you are looking for a Maruti, so our entry point in Maruti 10,399. So which triggers before 9:30. But if you want a quick scalping, that we can plan for at this level, the put option of Maruti around 100. Okay, but risk is more because we are trying for an opportunity before 9:30. Maybe around 80 below you can keep a stop loss. That is what the low of that particular day. So now very quick scalping which you can plan. So this is what before 9:30 opportunity. Okay. So maybe around 18 to 20 points which you are taking a risk. So at least wait for a 18 to 20 point as a target. So at least maybe a 1:1 risk reward ratio. So what is the difference between Camarilla daily, weekly, monthly? I watched your videos on YouTube. Formula is different for all these time frames. It is a mathematical calculation on Camarilla. Okay, so it is calculating the levels of daily, weekly, monthly. You need to use which one is suitable to you. You can plan with that. The formula is same for all. Okay, maybe we are using for finding types of Camarilla. So that maybe we are using some different ways to find that. Okay, you need to understand the formula is same for all the scanners and screeners in Camarilla. It's about a calculation and fixed formula. It's not about any changes. Okay, it never changes for each and every scanner. It's not different for all this thing. It's the same for all. Asial Tech and Apollo Tire, LTM Mindtree also be there. Ultratech, go for. These are all the top performing stocks like today in put side. And MCX, it's not liquid, but right now 80. And Zydus, Dr. Reddy, which you are looking for, UPL. So PNB, I think it is in positive note, but overall Banknifty is negative. So better to avoid REC. REC also be there in 255. I look for this REC. And you know well, if you are following that in the first 15 minutes, before the 15 minutes, so very quick move which we can see. Suddenly up and down, very fast move, such a thing which can be happen in the first 15 minutes. Okay. So if you want to play for orders, you need to be very fast. So better after 9:30, we can simply find out a fresh breakout opportunity. Like for a Maruti, where it is Maruti, yeah, here is around 93 now. But after 9:30, so we can focus for intraday. And weekly, that is what our positional opportunities. And the power grid yesterday's entry, and it is by the first candle. And Concur is the real entry. And anyone who want to focus for a REC, exactly 929, 245 call option weekly. 16. The lot size is around 8,000. Yeah, that's huge lot size. Don't want to go for. Let me check with the REC. Currently 260. Our strike price is 245. So maybe if you want REC, 260 call option as per weekly position. Now it's at 6.8. Maybe you can look for this at this time. So 15 minutes time frame. So at this point 6.8. Maybe. And weekly. So instead of taking that high risky around 16 rupees, we can track on the first 15 minutes high to break. Okay. So around 6.7 to 6.8. And the lot size is 8,000. You should remember that lot size. But it is liquid. And quality also. Let me check REC. So around 6.8 that we can look for. 660 volume, everything is good. So maybe this we can look for an opportunity. But as per the concept, we got a 245. It's a higher the premium. You don't want to go for that much of premium. The 8,000 lot size 16. So don't need to pay that much of margin for option. and nearing to the expiry days. Okay. So let me go for intraday. So now the time is 9:30. So if you find any new opportunities, so look for an escorts. 3140 put option 63, and that was moving around 67, not a price breakout. NMDC 4.4. NMDC, the strike price is something about 148. That's also on the spike in the first 15 minutes. In persistence 121, 5800. Yeah, this is also moves 133. So we need to find a stock which is not triggered our entry point. Nifty is around trading. Almost this is triggered. This is triggered. Escorts even 40. Gujarat Gas 8.4445. Huge move around 10 rupees high. So we need to find, and Bajaj Auto, if anyone who are finding. So this is what an opportunity. We are looking for a first 5 minutes and as well as 15 minutes. So that triggers on the 15 minutes candle 97. Now it is 100. And is there any opportunity in Bajaj Auto here? 99 is our entry. So after 9:30, that broke in. So this is one more new opportunity based on intraday around 99. Slightly Banknifty recovered almost 100 points from the low. So like that you can plan ACL 29 and LTA Mindtree is 100, GoForce, Polo Turtle. So you've seen around 14 it went and immediately it now trading around 11.8. So that is what the first 15 minutes volatility. Well, if you this one RAC and Maruti also, Maruti 10,300 and that was a 90 rupees. Hereafter if it is crossed 100, we can look for this. In this case, BHL not liquid, Bank of Baroda. You can see Bank of Baroda 212. And that high something around 7.35. Our entry point on Bank of Baroda 6.65. Already triggered the first 15 minutes. Simply ignore this. Okay, so Bajaj Auto and RAC, which we find out only a fresh breakout. So RAC, which we are tried based on weekly. So instead of that, this much of premium to pay, we are trying for an ATM option. Okay, so that was moving good. 7.4 right now. Maruti also it came and Bajaj Auto 102 at this moment. Some other new opportunity which we can find a persistent go for Dixon 50-50 224. Dixon 50-50 224 and it was not liquid. Can you able to see that? There is no liquidity. It was very flat and not trading, no trade is happening at this point. Why PFC down from 17%? Why PFC increased from the low to almost huge? Maybe some news, but we can't follow the news, but we will find out the candles and trend reversal pattern. Okay, so if you are asking about why it is fall, then I am asking you why it is increased 21%. So maybe after the such a big move, maybe profit booking or any news, 12% down from the top. But if you comparing previously, within a 2 days it went up to 20%. So if the quick move, so that profit booking and something also be possible. But I'm not going to discuss about what in detail about what is happening on the stock. This is a normal thing. If the stock increased, there should be an opportunity for a profit booking. If the profit booking happen, so maybe the chances the stock will go down. So that's the reason which we are telling you. So if any stock which falls big and you will try to find out a reversal opportunity, if find any reversal, then you can go for. And anyone who tried for this REC, now it is 7.5. Okay, so that's moving. So maybe 1 rupee if it is greater. 6.85 is our entry. Maybe 7.85. So lot size is big. Okay, so intraday, that's good enough. 7.7. So because it is a weekly entry, I'm not talking about the month intraday entry. It's a weekly, and the strike price is different. I think it's gone 18.6. So almost 16%. This one 7.95. So if anyone who had taken this trade, it's a quick opportunity to book your profit 1 rupee more than 8,000. So whatever the remaining trade which you are holding, either Maruti or Bajaj Auto, may be very small. Okay, so overall in profit that we can exit out from the trade also. If you want to try, you can trial your stop loss and keep continue the position also. So we don't know what is the exact target. It can be possible to continue even further higher highs also. Okay, that's for the weekly now. So we find that. So if you want to find out 245 from 16 to 18, 2 rupees, but here, so 1 rupee plus. That's it. So margin also be very. Okay, so intraday, so Apollo Tire again 12.3, LTM entry, SBI Life. And if you want to find a newer one, so you can go for. Look for an Hero Motorcorp, Indian Hotel, if you have seen huge move. UBL United Power, Beverages. Hindustan Unilever 2460. And what is the high is a 19.25. So 18 is our entry, it is already moved around 19. Okay, so Zydus Life. Initially we seen Zydus Life, I think in a call side, right? Look this, initially it moves higher, that is the first 15 minutes reaction. But now Zydus Life, which may be a good opportunity because initially a lot of people will buy that. So 625. This time put side. So 10.95, it's the exact entry. Let me check this. It's a good volume or not. Zydus Life 625. So 10.55. 10.6 and 11. The lot size is 1800. 10.95 is the high. Volume also be good. So there is a gap between 40 paisa. So our entry point on Zydus Life is exactly at 10.95. So exactly it made a high of 10.95. So maybe 5 rupees, 5 paisa we can give a gap. So if it has crossed above 11, so we can focus for a breakout opportunity. 11 rupees above. It's based on intraday. And Infosys will be there 1490. So lot of opportunity if you want to focus only at top stocks, will be go for a top stocks at the top level. HCL, GoForce, Apollo Tire, SBI Life, TCS like this. And if you want a fresh breakout, you should focus in the bottom, so below 100%, and that should not break your McDowell 1040 Zydus Life which you are planning. So to give the breakout, something like some call side also triggered in intraday. This is for purely in intraday purpose. Zydus Life you can see both the sides 625. This side 625, but it may be not traded. That's why every time we need to confirm with the liquidity. Call 625, 12.6, 11.5 is the last traded price, but the buyer and seller price is greater than. This strike price is not active. This is also 11 rupees above, which is also not active, but volume is good. And here in the call side also volume is good. Both the sides it's showing. So 120 points down. Still the day is not updated. From 89.88, this bill moves very quick up to 8 rupees. I can return back to the same price. This one is not liquid and 11 rupees which you are looking. So we simply ignored it. We need a quality and liquid options for intraday. Okay. So maybe positional we can wait by PFC down. Okay, that already answered the questions. Because the stock is more very big. This from here 130, 300, 250. I think some it went to PFC REC. I think PFC 300 above. I see. Maybe some split or bonus that will be shown in here in this one. So I'll show you why it is 17% down. Maybe corporate options like bonus split. Yeah, you can see there is a split 5 by 4. 5 by 4 split. I think that's why reason. That's the reason. But it will be settled automatically. I think it's happening today one. 210 split. So that's the reason it is showing you 232. And there's I think here you can see there is a shown it's a split. That's the reason. But if you're seeing the chart, it will not show you the big down. So it is showing you here. I'll show with the PFC. Yeah, you can see previous close is 286. Now it is 232 because of the split. Net change is 54 points. But if you are looking for the charts, it's showing you the exact thing. It's positive today. Because it went up to 300 plus. Now it is under split. I think grassing, you can see 31 to 39 very quickly move 1940. 39. I think it is a fresh trigger. This is what the first gain 37 in second candle itself trigger. Again, it given you some 60 paisa. Both the Bajaj Auto now to slightly increasing up and Maruti also slightly moving up. So if you are trying for this three, so that is a good intraday opportunity which we can find out based on our bullshit scanner. And you can try your scanners and your ideas, logics here. That will helping you to make such a big opportunity. If you have any questions and doubt also, you can just ping me here in the chat box. Again, it reaching towards the same level 6.8 and then bounces back. Very quick up and down. So our weekly REC 17.35. In the power grid is 10.9. And recently triggered M&M Finance that may be moving towards the stop. Not moving yet. But still it is not triggered our advanced stop. And still it is lower. This is what a trade which is moving down after our entry. But it was generated 12 rupees profit. Maybe intraday players they booked and a position it's still in a loss. Polycap yesterday moves very big and now it's about a positional entry. But weekly positional also we don't have a holding period. So only one day left for tomorrow. And then we have a nearing to that expiry week and physical delivery. So we don't want to go for holding basis because monthly positional we have a lot of stocks if we got it. So as of now we have almost 20 stocks, but the 15 stock which is more than our target, but we have already seen more than 25 to 30 stocks which triggers our target. Right now in the last 2 days market is lower, so that may be a reason that will be dropped. Okay. Jeevan Pawar, very good morning. Thank you for joining. Again, RSC now breaking the high. So it came to 7, now this 8.4. If we are trialing, maybe it's such a good opportunity. So 2 rupees now. Whatever the intraday, that may be a great opportunity on this PFC. REC, sorry, it's about REC. So both this looks like highly correlated stocks, PFC and REC. Both will move in the same direction 90% of the time. The correlation is quite good for REC and PFC. In 19, this one 8.45 high is around 8.55. So now it is breaking the high. So now Maruti back, and if you want to find, there is a big opportunity. This is a second time breakout, so around 100 rupees, very quick up and down. In this one 81, which you are looking maybe a stop below 72, which we are looking for 100. So we can just wait, and nearby second 1 rupee, so second rupees 2 rupees 8.8, that's done. So its lot size is huge and was good profit. So this way, so we can easily find an opportunity for intraday with our Google Sheet. A high which made is around 8.9. So from exactly 2 rupees from our entry. Then we can find some opportunities. Camcar is triggered yesterday and still it is on the lower level. Polycap, PNB, Bank of Baroda. Put side we have some stocks like HDFC, GNF. GNF is not liquid. And Reliance that triggers 2 days back. That means yesterday Ultratech, SBI Life, Wipro also triggered. So slightly moving higher. Manappuram not liquid. ZS also not liquid. And intraday, so a lot of opportunities. HCL still in the top, and LTM Mindtree, ICICI Bank which came, and Apollo Tire still on the same price. Grassing. Here today Bandhan Bank is showing you some opportunity. PNB again, ILAT raise, Bank of Baroda, 212, because these are all the things which spikes in the first 15 minutes. In Federal Bank, see some of the bank stocks, PNB, Bank of Baroda, I think some PSU banks. SBI will also be there in the list. To 87 points down from Bank Nifty from previous close. 51, 52, it's increasing the down. Then if you find any reversal, then you can go for calls in Nifty until unless you don't go for. So Federal Bank 146, 3.65. First 15 minutes. So this is about a 5 minutes, 9.45. It's a fresh breakout, 3.75, 3.6. That if you want, you can look at those also. It's a fresh breakout and then intraday scalping. But overall Bank Nifty is down, so don't want to try for a call sale in banking stocks. If you want any fresh entry, then you can look here. Maruti, you can see that same 99, and McDowell 20.9, Wipro 430, 6.5. But if you want to plan the top list, so TCS is moving 3600. Let's keep on going. And where should be our entry point in TCS? 44. So the 44, when it is triggered, I think in the first candle itself, and after that first 5 minutes candle, and still it is rising. Looks like a 45-degree angle. So top stock also you can just plan an opportunity. So based on any concept which you used already. REC 255, 7.6 to 12. That is what an opportunity from intraday. We tried for a 260, 8.8. Let's go 9. Non-stop. This also looks like a 45-degree. And the price got be adjusted if any splits or bonus. You will be getting that 4 shares if you are holding, 5 shares it will be converted. REC. That is what 5 by 4 split. The price will be stated. Here it is not showing you clearly. So if you are holding 4 shares, now you will be getting 5 shares. That's a 5 by 4 split. So for example, if you have 100 shares on this stock, so now you will be getting 125. I think this one is moving lower and that may be breaking the day low. Bajaj Auto. Gone from 100 to now 75. 25 points gone. Power Grid and NTPC is about yesterday's entry. In this case, NTPC is slightly lower, but Power Grid is moving higher. In Canara Bank, so far distance Polycab to 68, it's not nearing. In Coal India, it's around 10.9. So whatever the trade, either weekly or monthly. So if you are planning for, just go for an intraday purpose only, because we are nearing to that expiry. We are not using our advanced option strategy at the end of the nearing to the end of the month. Our trading strategy is to make money from stock option positionally by the beginning of the month and beginning of the starting of the month. So that already we have a lot of stocks which achieved our targets. So now we are just simply watching the market and finding for an intraday opportunity, one or two, that's good enough. Not to focus all the stocks. So based on our advanced strategy concept, so we have a 5 different hedging strategies, 4 different hedging strategies. One should be a naked one, so that we can use for a naked strategies to find either a call side or a put side. I think REC is moving well. That one. In this two which you are looking for, Kotak Bank 42.7. So now 1820. If it is a fresh breakout, Kotak Bank 1820. So this was not trading good. So up and down, suddenly jumps. So not liquid. Simply ignore this. Bharati Airtel, Godrej Properties, OB Realities. I think Concur is not about today's trade, it's about triggered yesterday and still at the same price. Fixed side many, even though it's not giving you much better, very few number of stocks for this week. Monthly, Nanoprom is not liquid at Hindustan Unilever, PA Industries, Apollo Tire. But these are all which we are planning for a trade opportunity and we are nearing to that expiry. So we can not focus on monthly positioning because already it generated such a good result what we are planning. Intraday, so REC still it's top and IEX, MCX, Bandhan Bank. Bandhan Bank is slightly moving, but it is against the Bank Nifty right now. That's the reason. PNB also against. Overall, Bank Nifty is down, and we seen Federal Bank, Bandhan Bank, and the Bank of Baroda will be there in the list. Bank of Baroda, it's not liquid yet. And Chamber Fertilizer, it's not liquid. OFSS Manappuram, not liquid. Go for slightly moving higher. So TCS, still it is moving higher because it looks like a 45-degree HCL from the beginning, and LTM entry also from the beginning, and ITC, that's also moving slightly higher, Grahasing 1940, and if you want to focus on new, McDowell stick is 1040. So a lot of opportunities in intraday. So again 160 points down in Nifty. So in 2 days, it's more than 250, 300, 400 points gone. It's happening to Nifty. Let us